Today starts with my sad Jeep with no motor, but we're gonna try to change that. So, let me show you what we got going on. I have two motors sitting on pallets, and one of them is going back into this Jeep, and that is this one. And while that one's being put in, I'm gonna build the old one, the one that has issues. I'm gonna build it, do a couple things to it. It'll be exciting, you'll see. I'll be taking the one motor I have, getting it cleaned up with the pressure washer, and we'll go from there. Man, I picked the wrong day to do this. It's super windy. Well, it's not perfect, but I can definitely see what I'm working with a lot better. You think this is about you, don't you? It's all about Otis. So right now we're gonna go get the motor and pull it in here. We're gonna split the transmission from it, and then, so I said that funny, didn't I? Transmission. Yes. So we'll be splitting the motor and the transmission. I'm going to be pulling off all the accessories that I don't need, and hopefully we're going to start putting on the accessories we do. That's what I'm going to be doing anyway. I need a place to put the motor, so that motor stand needs to be put together.
Okay, can do.
All right, I'm going to go get the motor.
And I'm going to put this together.
While Colin is setting that up, I'm going to start splitting the motor from the transmission so we can get it up on the engine stand, hopefully, if it's done in time. Is it going to be done in time?
Yes.
Transmission needs to go off, engine needs to stay, probably stripped down to almost nothing though, and we'll see, we'll go from there.
So we got this on the forklift, and now we are attaching this.
It's getting late enough that it's time to go home. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
So before I get this motor put back into the Rubicon, I need to swap over the engine wiring harness and a couple other things. Like this is, oh, there's a bird in here. I don't think the bird can get out. So some of the differences are there's no distributor, there's just a sensor and electronic coils. Electronic coil system that I need to get swapped back over to the other style that's on the other motor. So I'll strip that down. And then we'll go from there. Wow. So I'll just get everything swapped over and it'll be over like that. And that's that. Before we can put the motor in, I have to modify my fender wells because fitting 40s is no small task and they are rubbing in a couple spots. So I'll just get this cleaned up, add some more gussets, rebuild the fenders, and then we can pop the motor in. So this is the spot where I was talking about where the tire comes up and actually rubs. It's pretty shiny right in there. So we need to cut that section out and add a little bit more just so that it doesn't rub. This side, same thing. I've got a lot of stuff to move out of the way, such as all this AC stuff, my fuse box, and on this side I've got power steering and the steering box issues. So we'll see how far we get tonight. Okay, so I got this corner cleaned up, so now I can mark and start cutting it, and we'll go from there. Pretty much got it figured out where I'm gonna cut, so now I'm just gonna start cutting. So, glasses on. No power? Let me try again. Take 2, glasses on. Junk. And that'll be just fine. So now that that's cut out and nice and open, I can get my CAD out and start making. All right. Pretty well like that. So instead of spending a lot of my time cutting it out by hand, I'm gonna go over to the computer and draw it up, and I'll show you guys this cool tool I have. So right here's a program called SolidWorks, and I'm gonna draw it up on the computer, take it over to our plasma CNC table, and we're gonna cut them out doing that. So I need to take this, transfer it onto the computer, and I'll see you then. Boom. Done. It's beautiful. Now I'm going to show you cutting them out. Well, that's not too bad. I think it'll fit up there quite nicely with a bit of a hammer. A couple bends on the brake and we're good to go. Ta-da! This go right in there, like so. I really like it. It fits around my shock hoop super tight. Okay, I'm gonna finish getting this tacked up. Now that I've finished the driver's side, I can move on to the passenger side. It'll be a similar process, but not exactly the same because I've got to fit different things on this side. Well, it's certainly not done, but it's a lot closer than we were. I ended up doing the other side the same way I did the first side, so you can see that. All done up. You can see like that how much I gained right in here. Gone. So, and if you're wondering why I'm stopping early, it's because I have to wake up early and go pick up Janelle because she's getting back from a mission trip to Greece.
Okay, so I am in Greece. I came for a humanitarian trip and got to do some sightseeing while we're at it, but I'll be back soon.
So we definitely didn't get the motor put in the Jeep this week, but that's okay because we're a lot farther along than we were when we started. And Janelle's back.